Brock Lesnar was gone. After WrestleMania, it felt over, and then he walked through that curtain Monday night in Greensboro, and suddenly none of that felt real anymore. What's up, friends? Welcome back to WrestRush. Let's talk about what went down on Raw tonight, because this show had moments that genuinely shifted the direction of WWE heading into Clash in Italy. The show opened exactly where it had to. Roman Reigns stepping out of that car, Adam Pearce waiting for him before he even made it through the door. Pearce made it clear Jacob Fatu should have been fired after last week. Reigns brushed it off, and then Fatu's music hit. The Usos came out first, Jimmy trying to be the voice of reason, Jay with a chair and barely holding himself back. Jimmy looked Fatu in the eyes and asked him what he was doing, told him he lost at Backlash, told him he was about to be fired, told him to think about where that path leads. Jay stopped listening and swung the chair. Fatu caught the tongue and death grip on Jimmy, Jay hit him with the chair from behind, and Roman Reigns finally walked out. All three of them together still couldn't keep Fatu down cleanly. Fatu issued the challenge himself. Tribal Combat, Roman Reigns, Clash in Italy, World Heavyweight Championship on the line, and Reigns accepted without hesitation. That detail matters, because a man who feels untouchable doesn't hesitate. Reigns accepted because refusing would have looked like fear, and Roman Reigns never lets anyone see fear. From there, Finn Balor and JD McDonough settled things the hard way in a street fight. These two have history that goes deeper than most people remember. Former Judgment Day brothers, men who trusted each other completely before everything fell apart, and you felt that in every single spot. The fight spilled into the crowd, chairs, road cases, a trash can over JD's head. Dominic Mysterio tried to get involved and it backfired completely. JD took a 619 from Dom by accident, and Balor hit the coup de grace with the trash can in position. Balor survived the chaos and put JD down for good. JD McDonough deserves credit here. He looked genuinely dangerous throughout that entire match. Even in defeat, he came out of this looking like a legitimate threat. That is good storytelling. Sol Ruca and Becky Lynch had a moment backstage that turned into something bigger. Sol talked about wanting to prove herself on Raw. Becky showed up and told her to go back to NXT. Zero patience, zero softness. Classic Becky. Sol didn't back down. She went to the ring, called Becky out, and Becky came. Becky offered a non-title match at Saturday night's main event. Sol said she wanted the title. Becky said she hadn't earned that yet. The match is made. And the interesting thing here is that Sol Ruca has looked impressive every single time she has stepped on Raw. If WWE is patient with this, there is genuinely something here worth watching. The Tornado six-man tag between Los Americanos was exactly what it needed to be. Chaotic, athletic, and entertaining. El Grande Americano and his team picked up the win. Fast-paced stuff that gave the crowd a chance to breathe after the heavier segments. Then the moment that nobody saw coming. Obafemi walked to the ring for his open challenge. The lights dimmed. He hit his pose in the center of the ring, and Brock Lesnar appeared behind him. F5, another one, a third, a fourth. Lesnar left Femi lying on the mat and walked straight back up the ramp without saying a single word. The arena didn't know how to react at first. That pause, that moment where the entire arena processed what they just saw, that is when you know something actually mattered. Backstage, Paul Heyman handed Adam Pearce a contract, already signed by Lesnar. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi at Clash in Italy. Femi beat Lesnar at WrestleMania. That win launched him. Now WWE is bringing Lesnar back for the rematch. And the question is simple. Was that WrestleMania win the beginning of something real, or was it a one-time moment that Lesnar is about to erase? That is the story, and it is a compelling one. Paige and Brie Bella defended the Women's Tag Team Championships against Roxanne Perez and Reiko Rodriguez from the Judgment Day, with Liv Morgan watching from ringside. Liv got involved more than once. The referee finally threw her out. And the moment Morgan was gone, the match completely changed. Brie rolled up Perez for the 3 count. Champions retain. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria came out after to make the save when Judgment Day tried to attack. That post-match moment quietly set up something that could matter down the line. Main event, Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. Rollins hasn't had a singles match on Raw in 9 months. He came in with 0 allies and said he didn't care. He was going to handle the Vision himself. LA Knight showed up backstage to tell Rollins he respected him but wasn't going to help. The Street Profits were more complicated. Angelo Dawkins told Rollins they were in this together, but Rollins walked out alone anyway. That isolation is the entire Seth Rollins storyline right now. The match itself was physical from the start. Rollins dove onto Theory and Logan Paul before the bell even rang. Theory worked the ankle after catching a kick. Paul got involved behind the referee's back multiple times. Logan tried to slide brass knuckles to Theory. Rollins grabbed them instead. Paul took them to the face. Rollins hit the pedigree. 3 count. But winning the match was never the real story. After the bell, Logan and Theory jumped Rollins immediately. The Street Profits ran out and cleared house. Then Braun Breaker hit the ring like a freight train and dismantled everyone. Rollins, Ford, Dawkins, all 3 taken apart in front of a stunned Greensboro crowd. Breaker stood in the ring at the end of the show looking at what he had done. The Vision is not worried about Seth Rollins finding allies. They are daring him to. Jacob Fatu got his Tribal Combat match tonight. Brock Lesnar made his return tonight. Seth Rollins got his win tonight. But every single one of those men ended the night with more problems than they started with. That is the kind of Raw that actually builds something worth watching. Subscribe to WrestRush for WWE Explained Beyond the Results. We'll see you at the next one.